Hey everybody, Gary Stothard here, weekly swing tip time. So what we're going to talk about today is chipping around the edges of the greens in these winter conditions. Really tricky at the moment because you can get some really awkward lies, a lot of bare lies, a lot of muddy lies, and generally quite tricky to chip in these conditions. So we've got a few sort of ideas to help us with that. So I've got three options here. So option one, if we're going over something, there's a bit of loft, so we've got a 54-degree wedge, then we've got the 7-iron, then we've got the hybrid. Now the only problem with the 54, when we use a bit of loft and we've got a really awkward lie, it's a really tough shot to play. It's hard to actually guarantee the strike, and what I want to talk about today is really giving you an option where you can really get a good strike on the ball and almost guarantee the strike. And I'd be looking at using the 7-iron or the hybrid. So what we'll do first of all, we'll play a couple with a 7-iron, chip and run off a bit of an awkward lie to see how we get on. Okay, so a really big chip for chipping off these sort of tight, not so good lies there. You can see there it's already sat down, it's quite a muddy lie. Get really close to that ball. So I'd like to see you almost a foot away from it there, really get the chest over the top of the ball. This is going to help you get the pressure down into the back of the ball. I'm actually positioning the ball just slightly further back when I've got a bit of an awkward lie. If it was a nice fluffy lie, I'd position that ball in the middle of my stance and I'd put my weight slightly forward. But because the lie is so bad, I'm going to put it almost on my back foot. It's going to help me get a descending blow, and also it's easy for my weight to stay forwards. But one of the big problems we see when we watch people chipping is they get too far away from it. And when you create too much space here, the club tends to get behind them here. So when it gets behind them, it hits the ground too early. Then you get that dreaded duff shot. You're catching the ground before the ball and the club bounces back up. By standing a lot closer to the ball and almost feeling like you're standing the club up like that, we can then keep the pressure down into the back of the ball. And it's a low running shot. So then again, stand the club up, ball back, lean that weight forwards, and just push that ball forwards. It is almost feels there to me like I am almost pushing it. So, you know, there's nothing wrong with, if you want to hold it like a putter, you know, take your putter grip, really extend those arms down and take the wrist out of it completely and just try and push that ball forwards. We don't need to use too much hinge when we're playing these awkward little shots off a bad lie. So we'll try one more. So there we go, it's sat down there, really bad lie. So again, we're going to tip it up, we're going to lean that shaft slightly forwards there, weights forwards, and then just rock the shoulders and arms. There we go, feel like we can get a strike. And you can see that it's running towards the target. Not much grass under the ball, we need to push it forwards, we need to guarantee a strike. This is the club for it, so grab your hybrid. The only awkward bit with the hybrid is the length of it, so we need to accommodate it. So we need to go down the shaft there. So I can see there, the handle's coming out the top, so we just push that handle to the side there. So a little bit of a lean of the hands, go right down it. There's a little bit of shaft lean there, but that's fine because we're not trying to get over anything, we're just trying to push it forwards. So and again, really stand close, tip the club forwards like that, so it's almost like a putting position, and then just rock the shoulders. You can hear there, the strike was really good. I feel confident I can get a good strike nearly every time there. So I'm going to give it a really bad lie. There we go. Sat down in a bit of a hole, bit of a shocker. So we'll see if we can get the hybrid working here. So again, up nice and close, lean it forwards, just rock the shoulders and arms. There we go. Perfect, just popped it out. Remember, we're not trying to get over anything. If we've got to get over something and it's a bad lie, that's just a really tricky situation. We need to just use a bit of loft, keep the ball back and try then to use the loft to get over the bunker or the hazard. But here, we're just trying to push it forwards from the edge of the green. Let's do one more. Again, let's put it in a bad lie, sat down there, bare lie, there's no grass there. Stand the club up, lean it slightly forwards, feet close, and then just rock the shoulders and arms. There we go. And again, we've pushed it towards the target. So just remember, this time of year, get the hybrid out or the 7-iron out when you've got these awkward lies around the edge of the greens. nothing to go over, minimise the risk, use a hybrid. It's a brilliant club for this time of year. Get it on really messy lies, you can push it forwards. It guarantees a strike. Thank you.